Welcome back to the galaxy of intellectuals. Today is lecture 1 of this Java Master course and we will cover some basic things about this. So here we are going to discuss the contents of the lecture. What is Java, its history and features, and installing JDK and setting up an IDE. First Java program we are going to write is a hello world, understanding compilation and execution in Java, Java code, structure, classes, main methods and syntax. So stay tuned with us. So here is the brief history of Java. Being a Java enthusiast, you should all know this. Java was conceived by James Gosling and other these big names which you are seeing here. Java was developed as a Sun Microsystem. It is a basic and a very old software company in 1991. Initially, the first name of Java was Oak and then it became Java in 1995. And as I have already discussed in one of the primary features of Java is that it is a platform independent language, which means that you have to compile it only on once and then you can run it on any device. Okay, let's move forward. So here are the prerequisites of the Java. So I have already discussed that IDE. So to compile code, you first have to download the JDK, which is the Java Development Kit, and then you have to download the IntelliJ IDEA or an other sort of ID to write the code. So here, this is the Eclipse ID, and this is the IntelliJ and my favorite ID. I would recommend all of you to use this IntelliJ ID, but if you have already Eclipse ID, so you can also do this in that. The result would be same. I would give the link in the description. Like setting up the VS Code and other heavy compilers, the setup of these Java kits are very simple and very user friendly. So I don't think any one of you will find any sort of difficulty in it. But still, if you find some sort of difficulty, you may consult some Google tutorial or there would be help box there and you can easily set up this. So the first program we are going to write is the hello world. So whenever we are trying to learn the language, it's customary or it's a sort of tradition to write the hello world. Hello world, why we write hello world? Just to mimic that we are entering into the world of programming and we are wishing that word hello world. We are greeting that world. All you guys have successfully downloaded the JDK and this IDE, IntelliJ. So let us navigate some of its interface, some of the parts of its interface, and then we shall be using the code to write. So here is the logo of the IntelliJ. Here is the main menu. These 4 lines are the main menu. Here is the name of the project upon which we are currently working, as I was currently working on this schedule management system, so it was open. And here are the preset instructions for the beginner. Here is the button to run the file. It's a very important button. So let us continue writing the program. To create a new project, we simply click on these 4 lines upon main menu, which is called main menu. Then we click on this file button, and in the file button click on this new and this into the project. And here is the name, so we will write name. We will write project 1 and then click on create, and it has automatically created the project with a custom class which is already been made for us, but we shall not be using this, so I am pressing the Ctrl+A and backspace to delete this. Now I will tell you some of the basic features of this IDE, so let's stay tuned. So as you can see, there was an src folder here. Okay, when we click on this, there is an src folder. So to create our new class folder file, we click on this src, right click here, and upon new click the Java class, and here we shall write the name. I am writing the name hello.java. This .java extension is mandatory for every name. There are certain naming conventions which we will study later, and after this I will press enter and it has created our class. Okay, so before writing the hello world, I have to create a method which is called a main method inside this class. Okay, we will study later, but to tell you at the basic level, main method is the entry point of a program. No matter how long the program is, whether of 1000 lines, 10,000 lines and millions lines, the flow control of the program start from the main method. Okay, so whatever you write in main will be executed firstly. Okay, so to write the main method, we have to write public static void main. This IDE provides the feature that you don't have to type all this, you just have to write psvm. Okay, and then you have to press enter, and this has created a method. So this is one of the beauty of this IDE. So in this you have to write the output statement which will print the hello world. So we have to write the system.out.println. Okay, so likewise the previous statement, we don't have to write this complete. There's a shortcut SOUT and press enter. It has written the whole. Okay, now I will press this and I will write hello world, and then I will press this. Whenever you are running the file for the first time, you have to click this. Okay, run hello.main, and look here, it says just trying to run it, and look how beautifully this has created this hello world. This is written in the console. This window which is moving up and down here is the console window. Okay, this is on the, I put it down, and this is on the right side of the black window is the editor panel. We write all the code here. So after the successful completion of our first program, we are here to understand the compilation and execution process in the Java. First of all, the code we have written is human readable. That is, it is readable by human but not by machine. So first of all, Java converts it into machine readable code with the help of java.c, which is a C basic file in the base code of Java virtual machine, which converts that human readable code into the bytecode. Now what is the bytecode? Bytecode is the intermediate step between the human readable and the machine readable code. So bytecode has same standard for all the machines. Okay, bytecode is converted into the machine code with the help of the JVM, or the Java virtual machine. Now we have discussed about the platform independence feature of Java. So what actually means by platform independence is clear here in this slide. So as you can see that the bytecode is same for every device, so there's no need of separate compiler, so that the Java code is compiled separately on each device. So it is compiled once into bytecode, and then JVM converts this into the machine readable code, which is called the machine code. So let's move forward. There is a binary visualization of the machine code. In the previous slide we have discussed about the machine code. So here you can see that what is the machine code. It is a sequence of zeros and ones, and in different literatures related to the computer science, you will oftenly find this kind of picture and binary number, and also in different other subjects like digital logic design and other, if you are a student of computer science or software type of things. Okay, let's discuss the anatomy of the Java program which we have just created. So let's discuss this component wise. So here is the class declaration, I mean the public class, this declare the class, and here is the name of our class, hello world. This can be changed and modified according to the will of the user or coder, and this is our output statement. You should have to memorize this. Okay, and this particular thing, strings.argument, is passing, we are passing it an argument, and at this stage you are not supposed to know this, and if we are covering only basic in this video. As we will move forward in the lecture, in the course, you will find the answer of these questions. So let's try to grasp the ideas of basic syntax. So here is here is actually the output statement. The previous one, this is the declaration of the main method. Okay, so here the system.out.println, and in the curly bracket we have in inverted commas the hello world. Anything written between the inverted commas is called string, and this system.out.println will print as it is. Now as the anatomy, I will tell you these things, that this system is a class as it is evident and written. This out is an object, and this println is the method of that class. So you may be confused about what is class, an object, and a method. We will soon discuss them step by step. Okay, so here are the Java basic structure or Java code structure. The first one is class. Here you can see. The second one are the main method. You are familiar with these. The third one is block, and the fourth one is comment. Now let us see the detail of these things. So classes and the object, as you have seen in the system.out.println, that I have marked something as class and something as object. So what are they actually? Let's discuss. So the class is a blueprint or template for creating an object. This is a very beautiful and simple definition of the class, but still I know some students might find it difficult to understand. So let's examine it. And the objects are the instances of the class. And this word, the blueprint, it is actually a very good clue to understand the concept of this class. And below here in this picture, I have beautifully summarized all the concepts of these classes and object. First of all, here you can see there is a simple template which is has black border, and it is hollow from inside. There is no color. This is the class which is the blueprint that we have discussed. That class is what? It is a blueprint or a template. Like templates in Canva, there are the generic forms, and then the user modify them accordingly. Okay, so here in this example, this arrow shows the class. This is the class, and the other, these 1 2 3 4 5, these are the objects of this class. So objects are the some modified or instances of this class. Okay, as you can see that the basics of all these 5 diagrams are similar to this one, but there are certain modifications in it. Like this one has dotted circular edges and blue color. This has the bold edges and green color. This also has certain modification. This has paper color and other sort of thing. Okay, so this slide is a very comprehensive and very user friendly way to understand and grasp the concept of the objects and the classes. In the same video I will give the example of these classes and objects and other things in the code form. Okay, so stay tuned. So the main method, as we have discussed already, that the main method is the entry point of any program. Any program, no matter how much long is it, it starts from the main method. So we have already seen it in the hello world program. So the comments are the non-executable lines in Java code that are used to explain, describe, or document code. So the comments has no overall effect on code. Okay, they are just for the ease and remembrance of user. If the code is so long and you want to check some important information or mark some important information, so there is no highlighter in the coding languages. So the comments are some type of highlighters that are not actually the part of code but just used to describe the code. So the next slide is of blocks. The blocks, as you can see, that anything or any piece of snippet of code that is written between the curly braces or the curly bracket is called block. We will examine block and I will give you the example of these objects and classes, the comments and the block in the coding, because it is a much better way to learn rather than just reading from slide. Okay, so let's move towards our JDK. So guys, we are here back to our hello world program, and I have increased the font for you people. Let's try to practice something which we have just learned today. Click on the src file, new Java class. Let's create a class called animal, animal. Don't forget to write Java extension with it. It has created a class naming animal. Let's create some of the attributes of this animal. So what kind of attribute animal have? Let's write its name. Okay, let write its color. So here we have created the two attributes. Here you have learned the concept of the class, that it is a generic template like animal has name and color. Okay, just like in the picture in the slide, there was a picture, and below it there was 5 pictures which were resembling that picture. Okay, we have created class, and then I will show how to create the object. So for this, first of all, write the main method, psvm public static void main. We have just created the main method. Okay, so let's create an instance of the class, a new object of the animal. Okay, so let's create animal dog, animal animal dog is equal to new animal. Here I have created an object, this line, animal dog is equal to new animal. Create the object. Okay, so let assign these attribute to this dog. Okay, so we will assign this by using the dot operator, dog dot name. I forgot to use the dot here. Okay, name is equal to, name should be string, so it will be in the inverted commas. Name should be, let's say the name of the dog is, Tommy, Tommy. This is the name of the dog. Okay, and the color, color, color is equal to black. Dog dot color is equal to black, 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 and add a semicolon, because Java is a case sensitive language, so you should have to care about these small things. Okay, now we have created the object of this animal class. Okay, so let's try to print something. Okay, so for this, write sout system out println, and in this write dog dot name. Okay, and when I try to execute this file, run animal main, so here it is executing. It will take some time, and there Tommy, it is written in the console. I try to open this. Okay, so here you have learned how to create a class and how to create an object. Okay, so next thing I will tell about the columns. So what are columns? As I have told you, that columns are the part of the code which are not actually the part of the code, but they are used for the notes taking or something which is not executable. For example, this was the name of this line print the name of the dog. Okay, so if I copy this and paste it again, it should print the name twice, as you can see here. Okay, like Tommy. But if I put comment, I comment this out. Okay, so now this line is not executable. This will not do anything. Okay, so when I now run this file, you can see it is just writing Tommy only for once. Okay, so this is the purpose of the comment. This is a single line comment, and here you can also write the multi-line comment like this way, star, and in it write whatever way. This is a multi-line comment. whatever it is written between them, the program or the language don't care about it. It's just for you. Okay, so let's talk about the code, the block of the code. Okay, I have told you the block, anything that is written between the curly braces or curly bracket is a block. So let's write an condition if to demonstrate the example of the block. If 10 greater than 9, so do what? Print something like what do you think, like let's say my name. If 9 10 greater than 9, obviously this is greater than 9, so it will print this. Here you will see Ubaidur Rahman, this have printed this. Okay, so these are the curly braces, this one and this one, and the code which is written between them is the block. Okay, so I comment this out as BLOCK. So in this tutorial we have learned how to make a class and how to instantiate it, and what are the comments and what is the block of the code. Okay, so I hope this is understandable for you people. So guys, if you want to access this lecture material and the code files, though in this tutorial we don't have written so much code, but in the next upcoming tutorials there would be a lot of code. So if you want to access these PowerPoint slides which contain beautiful notes for you, there's a link in description to my WhatsApp channel. You should follow it. This is the name of the channel is the same, Galaxy of Intellectual, and you should try to follow it. Okay, and all the material which I am delivering here shall be available on that channel. So guys, that were all for this video. Thank you for your support and watching till end. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and feel free to ask any question in the comment section.